Alright, so the underlying energy is 10 of Pentacles. Underneath that is the 6 of Wands. Commitment, stability, relationships. Oh my goodness, and the 6 of Wands. And that's talking about feeling being recognized. But 6 of Wands, going in the right direction, doing everything right, you know, just doing the best that you can with what you got. Then boom, we got another situation, another reading that really talks about relationships. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Heck no. Please, somebody no. Somebody stop this stuff. Some of you guys are like cheering for this. I can see it. Some of you guys are ready to go. Ready. But the thing is, right? I'm reading for the ones that don't really feel like they're ready, or they don't feel prepared for this, or they're not really wanting to do it. Because let's be honest here, right? I think there's a lot of you guys that are really good at everything. Okay, but not in the sense of like, listen to me, like, listen, good at everything, not needing anyone, you know, this kind of soloing it, knowing you don't need nobody. But it's not about the fact that you need someone to be in a relationship. Why do you need someone to be in a relationship with? Why can't you just love them? And I think that's the thing, right? You guys are the reason why Valentine's Day is during your season. Unconditional love. You don't need nobody. You don't need anything from anyone to love them. And the situation, just gonna straight out say it, has a lot to do with moving on, leaving something behind, and going and traveling to newer waters, to fresher waters. You know, letting bygones be bygones, passing through, releasing kind of in a way, but letting go, like letting go of the old and embracing the new. But in order for you to embrace the new, you gotta have confidence that you'll be able to handle the new. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're feeling unprepared. Or you're feeling like you're not necessarily ready for this, or you don't know if you really want this. Some of you guys may have, accidentally manifest this again. You know, somebody may have accidentally manifested into your life. You know, that's conjuring, you know what I'm saying? But actually, conjuring is purposely actually manifesting someone into your life. I think you guys were accidentally manifesting love into your life because you guys are love. You radiating this love energy, and then boom, you got somebody coming in, a soulmate. But some of you guys, you know, this may not be an accidental manifestation. Some of you guys just may not just be ready for what's coming in. Like, you're leaving something behind, you're ready to let stuff go, but when it comes to something new coming in, you're like, like that. Like, you just, like, you don't want to let the past dictate you. You're done with that. You're done with the past. You don't want to, like, you're just done with it. I can see that, 6 of Swords. And the feeling I'm getting from that is like, yeah, you're moving on. You're done with that. But the future, you don't know if you want that either, though. Like, you're good with where you are because of the 3 of Cups. Like, the 3 of Cups for me is, you know, reminds me of friendships, being close together with people. This is your inner group. Some of you guys, this is, you know, meeting new people, enjoying your life, celebrating where you guys have come from. You got the 6 of Wands there. 6 of Wands, 3 of Cups. That's a celebration right there. And you're just enjoying where you've been, or where you are. You know, you're not really looking at the future. You're not looking at the past. You're just in the moment with the people that you're surrounded by and enjoying that community. Well, then you have the 6 of Cups coming in here. This is the past. This is a soulmate connection. And the reason why I say soulmate connection, because look who's in the past here, the King of Cups. Now, for some of you guys, you may be the person here that we're talking about. You may be the King of Cups. And why am I saying you guys the King of Cups? Well, you know, kings are fixed signs. And Aquarius, you guys fixed sign coming up. I don't think this is a past lover, a past Scorpio lover, but some of you guys, this is a past Scorpio lover for you guys. So, you know, for those of you that have a past ex-Scorpio lover. But this is somebody that really felt a deep connection with. Someone you felt a very deep tie with. Somebody that someone that maybe have transcended, you know, past relationships. This could be an ex that you're still in love with. Like, you may have been moving on, you know, hanging out with friends and all that stuff, but the connection between you and this individual is still freaking tight. So strong. It's so hard to break. Some of you guys may have met someone and they're bringing up old memories of someone else, right? and it's making, and it's bringing out this fudgy sweet sort of energy from you guys that that you already have. You can be very sweet. Y'all choose to be cold, but the situation is this: like, you choose to be cold in the sense of, don't take it out of context, guys. You don't really let your emotions rule you, like the King of Cups or the King of Wands. You guys, you make those emotions your bitch. You figure out why you feel the way you feel, and then you keep moving. You don't let those things keep. You don't react based off of how you feel. You're very calculated in a sense. Not calculated, but you're in control of your emotions in that sense. So we all know how that works. But this is making you guys gushy. Almost like you're falling back in love with someone again. Like you're falling back in love again. This is somebody new that reminds you of someone old, which is why you got the Six of Swords here. Maybe this is a brand new individual, but because this energy is very similar to someone from the past, you're falling in love again, or you're remembering what it's like to be in love, or remembering what it's like to be fudgy and soft in the inside, because perhaps you're just being cool, you're loving, you're open, you're all those things, but this person in particular is bringing out a fuzzy, soft side of you that you just kind of, maybe you moved on from, or maybe you thought you moved on from, or you're trying to leave behind. The Magician is talking about confidence, and I don't know if necessarily the confidence is really the biggest thing, but I kind of feel like it is. Some of you guys maybe just don't feel very confident in being in a relationship. Maybe you guys just, you're good and solid with friendships and all that, but when it comes to a relationship, this is an arena you're not really specialized in. There's a lot of learning and understanding that comes into progress with it. Some of you guys may not be prepared for that. Maybe you just don't know how to handle it. And that's okay. Look at the rest of the zodiac. We practically can't handle much of anything. We're learning everything step by step. Relationships is the thing that you guys may have to learn how to do better. Not for the sake of other people, and not to say oh my god, we got to one up on you, because the rest of the world doesn't know how to handle relationships either. I'm a voucher for that. I'm Venus Archangel Tarot. Love to help people out with relationships, but hey, we all have relationship problems once in a while. But the point of it all is that this is about your next opportunity to experiment, to learn, to explore, to tap into an area that is different. But the only thing that makes this kind of apprehensive is because your emotions are going to be involved in this. It's easy to look at something else to kind of improve something else in your life, but when this is a different ball game, this is a different arena, and this is so it makes sense. I can sense the apprehension of I don't know if I could do this, because this is something that you're not exactly sure you're prepared for. Perhaps because you still have the feelings from an old connection still there. But remember, something weird about the universe, man. When they always, when you feel like you're not ready, is when you are ready. And I feel like that's the situation right now. You are more ready than you realize, because you're emanating so much love. You're just projecting so much of this love, that this love is going to attract someone into your life if it hasn't already. Now, the sun is showing that there is the potential for happiness, and that there's literally nothing standing in your way from getting to your goals, right? It illuminates all the objectives. The objective illuminates the path ahead. It illuminates all the obstacles, the things that stand in your way, but not necessarily in your way, but those are lessons that will help you to improve your life later on down the line, that you may not realize in the moment when you're going through those obstacles. You think, this is the most annoying piece of crap I've ever gone through, but once you're done with it and you pass through, you're like, damn, I learned a really good gift. And I know you guys understand that. I don't need to explain it to you. But this is what is up, right? Right? You just see that. You know that this is, there's some exposure. There's exposure towards happiness, or something, a revelation of some sort regarding your love life. And it's going to take you to actually do what needs to be done to get there. And that's why the Queen of Wands is in your goal and ambition. Some of you guys may have to just do it. Take action. Be the person that takes action and goes for it. Now, the Queen of Wands may be that, your goal and ambition is to be independent, stay, do your own thing, still be single, do your own, hey, just chill out, just do what you enjoy. Go with what you feel passionate about. And you will be. I feel like this relationship here is going to find, is going to bring up that fire, that passion, that's, arousal in you, that, that the sexiness that, that you get from someone else, right? You could sense and learn other passions about people, especially interpersonal relationships. I feel like this is going to bring out an aspect of you, that raw animalistic side of you that you may have known about, but never actually truly explored. Some of you have already explored all this, and you just, discard what I just said there. But some of you guys, this is for you to actually go down that road and really just tap into that, because this animalistic energy is one hell of a creative one. I feel like this person is going to be your ideal person, right? I feel like this person is your ideal individual, right? Your ideal lover. But I also get this feeling that this is going to bring out a very creative, romantic energy from you that you may have let dormant for a while. Right? Maybe it was just dormant for a second. But I feel like being involved with people, having fun with people, enjoying people, that's what's bringing this energy up. Especially memories and synchronicities of an old past. Because to me, the magician it's something about synchronicities with the magician. Because it's like all the symbols and the signs, everything's ready to go. So, that being said, you guys have the outcome being the Knight of Cups. Somebody in here is coming in with a cup of love, either to offer this to you, or you going to offer someone else a cup of love. And I think you're going to do it despite the feeling of being unprepared. Some of you guys are going to be running it towards this thing like a new adventure, a new journey, something exciting, let's do it. Some of you guys are a little more hesitant with it. But either someone's coming in to offer you a cup of love, or you're going to be the one offering someone a cup of love. Somebody's very focused on what it is that they want, focused on how they feel. And I feel like you're going to be the person that's going to be focused on how they feel by the time somebody comes in to offer you something that they want, and focused on what they feel about you. Because somebody sees you guys, okay? The Six of Wands is that, alright? Six of Wands, look at that. Six of Wands. Somebody sees you, man. Somebody sees you. The sun is coming up. Someone notices you. You're in the limelight. Or somebody sees you. Somebody notices you. The King of Swords is looking at you from afar. He sees his partner from the other side. He's like, my love, my darling. And it doesn't have to be a he, it could be a she, guys. And this could be a he. But the thing is that this person is on the external energy, so they're in your vicinity, they're just not in your face at this moment. Yet, not yet. Some of you guys, this person is in your life. Like right there, right now. But somebody may be quiet about their emotions too. Maybe they're not being open about them. Maybe they're not being expressive about them. But this right now is talking about having the courage and the confidence to keep moving forward. Because right now, bigger and better things are coming your way. The Ten of Pentacles is not just a legacy card. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at your wisdom of the Oracle for the next couple of weeks. There's no place like home. Loving yourself is so important, and I think that's what this card is. This card is basically saying that you have to protect yourself like it's your own house. Like you are your house. Would you let anybody walk up in there and treat your house like it's something that's not worth respecting? Absolutely not. And for some of you guys, you really have to treat yourself with love and consideration more than you consider anyone else. So really looking out for yourself is a really big thing versus allowing anybody to just treat you any kind of way. But I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think that, no place like home is really talking about, you are going to you're going to be the only person in the world that truly loves you the way you do. Right? No one can really truly connect in that same way that you can, but that doesn't mean that someone can't love your house the same way you love your house. Or at least, it doesn't mean that someone else can't love your house the way they love your house, right? Their own way, their own special, unique way of loving you. And I'm not saying to accept people's abuse or anything like that. Be honest with yourself, right? If somebody's doing X, Y, and Z, they've got insecurities they need to fix. But the situation is this, is like, no place like home is talking about loving and protecting the home, and being secure in yourself. And I don't think a lot of you guys don't have a problem with this. So a lot of you guys do have insecurities about yourself and things like that. If you're not, remembering a time of love, perhaps because you don't think that there's a possibility for there to be one, but you have manifested love coming in. So it's only a matter of time now. And you have deception. Someone's wearing a false mask in this relationship, and I'm thinking it's the person that's looking from far away and not saying anything. Because the King of Cups, he's good. He's emotionally open. I mean, he communicates very well. And the situation is that you're moving on and moving forward, but the Magician was crossing this, and the Magician is also known for communication. Okay? So, somebody saying something, they're just looking from afar, but I feel like this person's prepared. They're getting ready. Right? It's not going to be very long before the King of Cups decides to get up from his chair and hands you his cup and says, hey, I've been thinking about you. He or she. Alright? But deception, I don't think someone is purposely lying to you. Maybe this is someone you already know. Maybe because usually the Knight of Cups is someone that you know. So it's a friend that wants more. Friends with benefits. For a friend that wants more. The friend that desires a stronger connection. This could be a water sign that's in your vicinity right now. But this could also indicate that this is someone either brand new that remind you of the past. There's a lot of different things that can come up with this. But the purpose of this whole thing is to say, I feel like the reason why deception is coming up is that there's something that's there's something else going on beyond the seams. Alright? Beyond the surface. And there's going to be exposure as to what the hell is going on. Right now you got a lot of reminders, a lot of looking back at the past, because I think something's preparing you for what's to come. Because whenever this thing is exposed, you'll know exactly what to do with it. So right now, Aquarius, you're getting hit with synchronicities, reminders, your exes is coming back and things like that. Things are preparing you for whatever this is about to expose, because this person is sitting here waiting for you to be ready. So it's like, get yourself right first, right? And it's almost like saying, get yourself right. It's time to move on. Even if you don't feel like you're ready, you have confidence in yourself, and take the steps to leave behind the old, so that way you can be ready to see what's coming your way. And I know you've been you probably hearing a lot of readings, oh my god, somebody's coming in. You're like, yeah, okay, this is BS, but I'm saying this from my heart. If you guys are not taking care of whatever this baggage is, this past stuff is, whether this is like soulmate connection or twin flame, whatever, you have to make peace with whatever this past is, so whatever you're traveling to, you can see what exactly is going on. But it takes confidence, and I think you have to have the confidence and the courage and the strength to be able to go through these synchronicities, to understand what you need to know, so you can maximize the ability to be the King of Cups yourself, to embrace this person that's hiding. Or not hiding, but just not in plain sight at this moment. Crazy reading, family, but I'm pretty doggone stoked. Let me know how you guys have been doing for the last couple of weeks beforehand with the soulmate investigation reading.